What would you do if life as you knew it suddenly changed forever? If the person you loved most faced a challenge so profound, it tested the very limits of your strength and faith? For Shannon Bream, a beloved journalist and anchor, these questions became her reality when her husband, Sheldon, faced a life-altering health battle. This isn't just a story about a diagnosis. It's about resilience, unwavering love, and the power of faith to carry us through the darkest of times. From the early days of their love story to navigating Sheldon's shocking diagnosis and the trials that followed, their journey is one of perseverance and hope. How did Shannon balance the weight of her professional responsibilities with the demands of being a caregiver? What lessons can we learn from their struggles and triumphs? And how does a couple rebuild their lives after confronting life's toughest challenges? Stay with us as we unravel their extraordinary story. The warmth of the Florida sun filtered through the windows of Shannon Bream's childhood home, where education and discipline were at the heart of every lesson her parents instilled. Born in the 1970s, Shannon absorbed the values of hard work and resilience from an early age. Her mother, an educator, taught her to read even before she began formal schooling. These early lessons not only ignited her love for learning, but also nurtured a curiosity that would later shape her path. Shannon's father, a strict but loving influence, presented her with a choice as she approached adulthood: medical school or law school. The sight of blood, she joked later, made the former unappealing. But her gift for analytical thinking and her command of language made law a natural fit. Determined and focused, she earned her undergraduate degree in business from Liberty University, where her life would forever change. It wasn't just her education that set her on a path of success. It was also the person she met who would become the cornerstone of her personal journey. Sheldon Bream walked into Shannon's life with a quiet charm and an unshakable sense of purpose. Their first meeting was unassuming, a college study group where Sheldon's wit and charisma caught Shannon's attention. There was something about his steady demeanor that stood out in a room full of ambitious young minds. The connection they shared deepened quickly as they bonded over their shared faith and dreams for the future. Together, they envisioned a life where love, commitment, and shared values would guide them through whatever lay ahead. By the early 1990s, as their relationship flourished, Sheldon received devastating news. At just 24 years old, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. The discovery was shocking. Sheldon, who had always been active and seemingly healthy, began experiencing persistent ringing in his ear. Initially, it was dismissed as a minor issue, but further tests revealed the tumor, a golf ball-sized mass that required immediate surgery. This diagnosis could have derailed their plans, but it only strengthened their bond. Despite the uncertainty, Shannon and Sheldon clung to their faith, drawing strength from their belief that they were meant to face this challenge together. The surgery to remove the tumor was long and complex, lasting 9 hours. Although the tumor was successfully removed and found to be benign, the aftermath was challenging. Sheldon faced severe complications, including paralysis on one side of his face, and an intense recovery period followed. It was during this time that Shannon's steadfast love and resilience shone brightly. Though not yet married, she stood by Sheldon's side, supporting him through every painful step of his recovery. The couple's commitment to each other became unshakable. After Sheldon regained enough strength to resume his life, the two moved forward with their plans and were married in December 1995. Their wedding wasn't just a celebration of love. It was a testament to the strength and faith that had carried them through such a harrowing time. It was a beginning rooted in gratitude and the understanding that life's greatest challenges could also become its most profound blessings. In those early years of marriage, Shannon pursued her legal career, diving into cases involving race discrimination and sexual harassment. Though the work was meaningful, she often found herself yearning for something different. A self-proclaimed news junkie, she felt a growing pull toward journalism, a field where her analytical skills and love of storytelling could thrive. Sheldon, meanwhile, began building his career in talent representation, working at the Washington Speakers Bureau, where he connected influential voices with platforms that amplified their messages. Their shared values and unwavering support for one another laid the foundation for a strong partnership, both personally and professionally. Shannon's transition into broadcasting wasn't immediate or easy. She started with weekend shifts at small local stations, where she learned the ropes of news production. The hours were long, the pay modest, but her determination never wavered. By 2007, her hard work paid off when she joined Fox News Channel as a Supreme Court correspondent, a role that perfectly combined her legal expertise with her passion for current events. Sheldon, too, thrived in his field, quickly becoming known for his integrity and ability to build meaningful relationships within the speaking industry. As their careers flourished, their bond only grew stronger. They often sought solace in the outdoors, hiking, fishing, and finding peace away from the demands of their busy lives. Life appeared to have settled into a rhythm of balance and fulfillment. Yet, the memory of Sheldon's health scare lingered, a quiet reminder of how quickly life could change. Though his recovery had been successful, the experience left them with a heightened awareness of life's fragility and the importance of cherishing each moment. Their journey was a testament to the power of faith, love, and perseverance. Together, Shannon and Sheldon had weathered a storm that could have broken them, emerging not just intact, but stronger, with a shared mission to face whatever lay ahead. Shannon and Sheldon Bream's early years of marriage were a blend of ambition, hard work, and the quiet determination to build a life they could be proud of. Though Sheldon's recovery from his brain tumor had been a defining chapter in their story, the scars, both visible and invisible, served as a reminder of life's fragility. Yet they chose to focus on the future, determined to turn their shared challenges into a foundation of strength. As Shannon began her career in law, she quickly established herself as someone who thrived under pressure. She tackled cases involving race discrimination and sexual harassment, which, while meaningful, often left her emotionally drained. Despite her success, Shannon couldn't ignore the growing realization that her passion lay elsewhere. She'd always been fascinated by current events and storytelling, and her curiosity about journalism became harder to dismiss. Sheldon, meanwhile, had begun making a name for himself in the world of talent representation. Working at the Washington Speakers Bureau, he connected influential figures with audiences eager to hear their stories. His natural ability to build relationships and his reputation for integrity made him a rising star in his field. Sheldon was not only thriving professionally, but also remained Shannon's greatest supporter, encouraging her to explore her growing interest in journalism. Together, they shared late-night conversations about their dreams, finding comfort and inspiration in one another's ambitions. Eventually, Shannon took a leap of faith, deciding to leave her law career behind and start anew in broadcasting. It was a risky move, requiring her to start from the bottom. She worked weekends at small local stations, juggling grueling schedules with the steep learning curve of mastering the technical and editorial demands of news production. The long hours and modest pay didn't deter her. Instead, they fueled her determination to succeed in a field she was passionate about. Sheldon's steadfast encouragement reminded her that every difficult moment was a step toward a greater purpose. Their relationship became a sanctuary amidst their busy lives. Despite their demanding careers, Shannon and Sheldon prioritized their time together. Whether it was a quiet evening at home or a weekend spent fishing or hiking, they made it a point to stay connected. Their shared faith, a cornerstone of their marriage, provided both strength and clarity as they navigated their evolving careers. It was during these years that Shannon learned to lean into the balance of ambition and contentment, finding joy not just in professional success, but in the life they were building together. By 2007, Shannon's persistence and talent paid off. Her legal background and ability to distill complex information into compelling narratives earned her a position at Fox News as a Supreme Court correspondent. It was a pivotal moment, blending her analytical skills with her love for storytelling. The role demanded focus, precision, and a deep understanding of the issues at hand, qualities Shannon had honed through years of hard work. Her calm demeanor and clear reporting quickly set her apart, solidifying her as a trusted voice in the newsroom. At the same time, Sheldon continued to thrive professionally. He had become a key figure at the Washington Speakers Bureau, known for his genuine approach to fostering connections. His work wasn't just about logistics, it was about amplifying voices and creating opportunities for impactful communication. His achievements were a reflection of the same values that had carried him through his earlier health struggles: resilience, faith, and an unwavering commitment to his goals. But even as their lives flourished professionally, subtle signs of change began to emerge in Sheldon's health. The ringing in his ear, which had first appeared years earlier, became more persistent. Occasional balance issues and unexplained headaches began to surface, minor enough to dismiss but significant enough to cause concern in the quiet moments. At first, they chalked it up to stress or the natural wear and tear of busy lives. However, the memory of Sheldon's earlier health battles lingered in the back of their minds, a silent reminder that nothing could be taken for granted. Despite the uncertainty, Sheldon and Shannon continued to embrace the life they had built. They leaned on their faith, which had always been a guiding force in their relationship. Prayer and reflection became a regular part of their routine, a way to find solace amidst the unknown. Their church community, which had supported them through Sheldon's previous diagnosis, remained a source of comfort and strength. Shannon's career brought new challenges and opportunities as she transitioned into more prominent roles at Fox News. The high-pressure environment demanded her full attention, and she often found herself juggling multiple responsibilities. Yet, no matter how busy she became, her focus always returned to Sheldon. Their relationship was her anchor, the constant that kept her grounded even as the demands of her job grew. Sheldon's optimism, which had defined him throughout their marriage, continued to shine despite his health concerns. He often reminded Shannon that they had faced trials before and had emerged stronger each time. His resilience became a source of encouragement for her, a reminder that their bond was unshakable no matter what challenges lay ahead. As the signs of Sheldon's health struggles became harder to ignore, the couple decided to seek medical advice. The process was both familiar and unsettling, echoing the journey they had faced years earlier. Consultations, tests, and long waits for answers filled their days, each appointment bringing a mix of hope and apprehension. Shannon, ever the pragmatist, began preparing for the possibility of another battle, balancing her professional responsibilities with the emotional weight of what might come next. Through it all, their partnership remained unwavering. Sheldon's calm presence and Shannon's determined faith carried them forward, even as uncertainty loomed. They approached each day with a sense of gratitude for what they had overcome and the life they had built together. Their story, though far from complete, was a testament to the strength of love and the enduring power of faith to guide them through life's most unpredictable challenges. The days of uncertainty eventually gave way to answers, though they weren't the ones Shannon and Sheldon had hoped for. The tests confirmed the fears that had been quietly building. Another medical challenge was on the horizon. While the tumor from Sheldon's earlier battle had not returned, the complications from that ordeal had left lasting effects. It became clear that his health would require ongoing attention, a reality they had both hoped to avoid after his remarkable recovery. For Shannon, the news brought a mix of emotions. She had faced this battle once before, standing by Sheldon through his first diagnosis and surgery. Yet the thought of returning to a world of hospital visits, medical consultations, and the unknown was daunting. She had always been a source of strength for her husband, but even the strongest foundations can feel shaky when confronted with the weight of uncertainty. Despite this, Shannon knew that her role as Sheldon's unwavering partner would remain at the heart of their journey. Professionally, Shannon continued to thrive in her role at Fox News. Her work as a Supreme Court correspondent had earned her respect across the industry, and her calm, composed reporting made her a trusted voice for millions. However, balancing her demanding career with the emotional weight of Sheldon's health struggles was becoming increasingly difficult. There were moments between live broadcasts where she would sit in her car and let the tears fall, giving herself the space to release the emotions she kept hidden from the public eye. Her professionalism never faltered on camera, but behind the scenes she carried a heavy burden. Sheldon, ever the optimist, faced his new health challenges with the same determination that had defined him during his earlier recovery. His experiences had given him a unique perspective on resilience, and he approached each medical consultation with a sense of calm that often surprised even his doctors. Together, Shannon and Sheldon leaned on their faith, which had been their anchor through every trial. Their church community rallied around them once more, offering prayers, support, and an outpouring of love that reminded them they were never alone in their struggles. At home, Shannon transformed their space into a sanctuary of healing. She meticulously managed their schedules, coordinated appointments, and ensured that Sheldon had everything he needed to focus on his recovery. The small details, like adjusting the lighting to ease his headaches or preparing meals tailored to his specific needs, became acts of love that spoke volumes about her dedication. These were not just practical measures. They were a reflection of the deep bond they shared and the commitment they had made to one another decades earlier. Despite the challenges, the couple found solace in their shared routines. Their beloved dogs, Biscuit and Oscar, brought moments of levity and joy, reminding them of the simple pleasures that still existed in their lives. They continued their outdoor adventures when possible, taking walks together and finding peace in nature. These moments allowed them to reconnect and reflect on the blessings they still had, even as they navigated the storm. Through it all, Shannon continued to share her faith with the world, both on and off the air. Her experiences with Sheldon's health battles inspired her to write books that delved into themes of resilience, hope, and finding light in the darkest moments. Titles like Finding the Bright Side and The Women of the Bible Speak resonated deeply with readers, many of whom saw their own struggles reflected in her words. Shannon's transparency about her personal challenges made her relatable, turning her into more than just a journalist. She became a source of encouragement for countless individuals facing their own trials. As Sheldon's condition stabilized, the couple began to adapt to their new normal. The rhythm of their lives shifted, but the core of their relationship remained unshaken. Sheldon found ways to stay engaged in his professional pursuits, continuing his work with Bream Speaker Management. His ability to connect with people and share his story of survival brought a new depth to his career, inspiring others to approach life's challenges with courage and grace. Shannon, meanwhile, remained a steadfast presence in the media, her calm demeanor on-screen masking the complexities of her personal life. She often reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point, marveling at the strength they had discovered in themselves and in each other. While the road ahead remained uncertain, one thing was clear. Their love and faith would continue to guide them through whatever challenges lay in wait. Their story was not just one of survival, but of thriving in the face of adversity. Shannon and Sheldon had faced more than their fair share of trials, yet they emerged stronger, with a renewed appreciation for life's fragility and its beauty. Together, they had built a life defined not by the challenges they faced, but by the grace and resilience with which they met them. The quiet strength that defined their relationship became their most valuable asset, as they settled into a life shaped by resilience and adaptation. Each new day brought its own set of challenges, yet Shannon and Sheldon refused to let their circumstances dictate the quality of their lives. Instead, they leaned on the foundation they had built together, one of mutual respect, unwavering love, and a deeply rooted faith. Sheldon's journey toward recovery had instilled in him a profound appreciation for the small victories. Simple moments like being able to enjoy a morning walk without pain or laughing together over dinner became cherished milestones. His perspective on life, shaped by his experiences with adversity, brought a unique calm to their home. For Shannon, his outlook served as a reminder that while they couldn't control every challenge that came their way, they could choose how they faced them. At the heart of their resilience was a commitment to prioritizing what mattered most: each other. Sheldon's health became the central focus of their daily lives, but they never let it overshadow the joy they found in their shared passions. The couple's love for the outdoors remained a constant source of peace, even if their adventures had become more subdued. Whether it was sitting by a quiet lake with their fishing rods or taking leisurely hikes through their favorite trails, these moments allowed them to reconnect with nature and with each other. Their dogs, Biscuit and Oscar, added a touch of playfulness to their lives, often brightening the most difficult days with their antics. The simple act of taking their furry companions for a walk became a daily ritual, one that brought laughter and a sense of normalcy to their routine. In these moments, the weight of their struggles seemed to lift, if only temporarily. While Sheldon focused on his recovery, Shannon continued to thrive in her professional life. Her role as the anchor of Fox News Sunday allowed her to bring clarity and compassion to complex issues, earning her the trust and admiration of viewers across the nation. Behind the scenes, she balanced her demanding career with her responsibilities at home, often sacrificing her own rest and well-being to ensure Sheldon's needs were met. It wasn't easy. There were days when the weight of it all felt unbearable, when the constant balancing act between caregiver and professional threatened to overwhelm her. But Shannon found solace in her faith, turning to prayer and scripture for strength. The Bible, a source of guidance throughout her life, became even more vital during this season. Its words reminded her of the power of perseverance and the importance of trusting in a plan greater than her own understanding. Her experiences inspired her to share these lessons with others, leading to the publication of her books that resonated with audiences across the globe. Through her writing, Shannon offered a window into her world, blending personal anecdotes with timeless wisdom. She wrote not as a journalist, but as a fellow traveler on the often unpredictable journey of life, someone who understood the struggles of loss, uncertainty, and the relentless pursuit of hope. Shannon and Sheldon's partnership also extended into the professional realm. Sheldon, who had founded Bream Speaker Management, used his business as a platform to share stories of resilience and inspiration. Drawing from his own experiences, he connected speakers with audiences in search of encouragement, creating opportunities for others to find strength in shared narratives. His work was not just a career but a calling, one that allowed him to turn his own hardships into a source of empowerment for others. Their shared commitment to finding purpose in adversity defined their approach to life. While the shadow of Sheldon's health challenges lingered, it did not dominate their existence. Instead, it became a backdrop against which they celebrated their victories, however small they might seem. Their story, marked by trials and triumphs, became a testament to the power of love and faith to transform even the darkest moments into something beautiful. As they navigated this new chapter, Shannon often reflected on the journey they had traveled together. The laughter they shared, the tears they shed, and the faith that had carried them through it all, these were the things that defined their life. She marveled at Sheldon's strength, his ability to face each day with grace and determination, and she found in herself a deeper reservoir of resilience than she had ever known. Though the future remained uncertain, they approached it with open hearts and an unshakable trust in each other. The challenges they faced had not diminished their joy, but had instead deepened their appreciation for the simple, profound beauty of a life lived together. It was a life forged in the crucible of hardship and tempered by a love that refused to falter. Together, they stood ready to face whatever came next, knowing that their greatest strength lay not in avoiding the storms, but in weathering them side by side. The years rolled on, bringing with them an unspoken rhythm of adaptation, growth, and quiet resilience. Shannon and Sheldon had long ago learned to measure their lives not in grand milestones, but in the moments of peace and gratitude that marked their days. The trials they had faced, particularly Sheldon's health struggles, had left lasting imprints, but they refused to let those challenges define their lives. Instead, they chose to see each day as an opportunity to embrace the blessings they still had and to shape their future with intention. For Sheldon, every step of his journey toward recovery had been a testament to the strength of the human spirit. His work with Bream Speaker Management continued to evolve, providing him with a platform not just for professional success, but also for sharing his unique story of resilience. The speakers he worked with, many of whom had their own stories of overcoming adversity, found inspiration in Sheldon's unwavering optimism. He had a way of turning his personal hardships into something meaningful, a way to uplift others by showing them what was possible, even in the face of daunting odds. Sheldon often said that his work wasn't just a career, it was a calling, a chance to help others find their voice and share their truth. At home, the Breams found solace in the simplicity of their daily routines. Mornings began with quiet moments on their porch, steaming mugs of coffee in hand as they watched the world wake up. Their dogs, Biscuit and Oscar, lounged at their feet, seemingly in sync with the peaceful rhythm their owners had cultivated. These moments of stillness were a far cry from the chaos of hospital rooms and medical consultations they had endured years ago, and both Shannon and Sheldon held these quiet times close to their hearts. It was here, in the small acts of togetherness, that they found the deepest sense of connection. Shannon's career continued to thrive, a testament to her unwavering dedication and extraordinary talent. As the anchor of Fox News Sunday, she brought clarity and calm to some of the most complex and contentious issues of the day. Her ability to distill intricate topics into accessible narratives had earned her widespread respect and admiration. Viewers trusted her, not just for her professionalism, but for the authenticity she brought to her work. Behind the scenes, however, Shannon often grappled with the weight of balancing her demanding career with the personal responsibilities she carried at home. Being a caregiver, even in Sheldon's improved health, was a role that Shannon never took lightly. She remained acutely aware of his needs, constantly striving to ensure that he had the support and resources to maintain his well-being. It wasn't just about managing schedules or handling logistics. It was about creating an environment where Sheldon felt safe, supported, and empowered. From preparing meals tailored to his dietary needs to organizing regular medical checkups, Shannon approached each task with the same precision and care that had defined her professional life. The couple's faith remained the cornerstone of their resilience. They attended church regularly, finding strength and renewal in their community. Prayer was not just a ritual for them. It was a lifeline, a way to center themselves and reaffirm their trust in a higher plan. Shannon often spoke about the role of faith in their lives, sharing how it had carried them through their darkest moments. Her books, including The Women of the Bible Speak and Finding the Bright Side, reflected these lessons, blending personal stories with timeless wisdom. Readers connected deeply with Shannon's words, often sharing how her transparency and vulnerability had given them hope in their own struggles. While their professional lives brought fulfillment, Shannon and Sheldon never lost sight of the importance of nurturing their relationship. Their shared love for the outdoors remained a source of joy, even as their adventures became more subdued. They often spent afternoons in their garden, tending to the plants that had become a metaphor for their approach to life, patience, care, and trust in the process of growth. Hiking, though no longer as intense as it once was, continued to be a cherished activity, offering them both physical exercise and emotional rejuvenation. It was on these trails, surrounded by the beauty of nature, that they often found themselves reflecting on their journey. Biscuit and Oscar, their loyal companions, added a lightness to their lives that was hard to describe. Whether it was a playful tug-of-war with a favorite toy or a quiet nap by their feet, the dogs seemed to sense the emotions that filled their home. They were, in many ways, part of the Bream family's healing process, offering unconditional love and a reminder of life's simple joys. Though they had chosen not to have children, Shannon and Sheldon's lives were far from empty. They poured their love and attention into their extended family, friends, and their church community. Their home became a gathering place for laughter-filled dinners and heartfelt conversations, a space where everyone felt welcome. Shannon often reflected on this choice, acknowledging that while it was unconventional to some, it had allowed them to focus entirely on one another and the life they were building together. There were no regrets, only gratitude for the path they had chosen. Professionally, Sheldon's work continued to flourish. His business, Bream Speaker Management, became known not just for connecting influential voices with the right platforms, but also for its heart. Sheldon's personal story added a layer of authenticity to his work, inspiring both his clients and their audiences. He often spoke about the importance of storytelling, not just as a means of communication, but as a way to connect people on a deeply human level. His journey, marked by resilience and faith, became a testament to the power of shared experiences to foster understanding and hope. Shannon, too, continued to inspire through her writing and on-screen presence. Her ability to seamlessly blend professionalism with personal insight made her a trusted figure in journalism. Yet, for all her accomplishments, Shannon remained deeply grounded. She often spoke about how the challenges she and Sheldon had faced had shaped her perspective, teaching her the importance of balance, gratitude, and the strength found in vulnerability. As the years passed, Shannon and Sheldon found themselves reflecting more on the legacy they hoped to leave behind. For them, it wasn't about accolades or professional achievements, though they had plenty of both. It was about the impact they had on the lives of others, through their faith, their work, and the example they set as a couple who had weathered life's storms together. Their story, they believed, was not one of perfection, but of persistence, of finding beauty and meaning in the midst of hardship. Their relationship had been tested in ways they could never have imagined, yet it had emerged stronger, forged in the fires of adversity. The love they shared was not just an emotion, but a choice they made every day, a commitment to stand by each other no matter what. This love, they knew, was their greatest strength and their greatest gift. Looking toward the future, Shannon and Sheldon embraced the unknown with open hearts. They had learned that life's challenges, while difficult, often brought unexpected blessings. The trials they had faced together had deepened their appreciation for the simple joys of life: a sunrise over their garden, a quiet evening with their dogs, or the shared laughter of a conversation that stretched late into the night. Their journey was far from over, but they faced it with confidence and faith, knowing that whatever lay ahead, they would face it together. Their story was not just about survival, but about thriving in the face of adversity, about finding hope in the darkest moments and holding on to the light. It was a story of love, faith, and the unshakable bond that carried them through it all. With that, we have reached the end of today's video. If you have come that far with us, be sure to check out other videos on the channel.